Jaeger, what sort of response do you think we'll get from the guys this week?
Obviously a disappointing loss on the weekend. I think we improved from the week before against Geelong. I think we brought good physicality. We had a really good week on the training track. We just weren't good enough for long enough. So that's the challenge for us, is to be able to sustain the type of footy that we want to play for 4 quarters. We weren't able to do that on the weekend again.
Have you just come from a review, Dan, and if so, what was the messaging?
Basically that, yeah. Being able to play our footy for long enough and play that for 4 quarters. I think we saw that in patches over the weekend, and we just weren't able to do it for long enough, and there were some moments in the games that we'd like back, but we've reviewed it now and we'll move on and get into West Coast this week.
As a leader, when you look at the trend of it and the inability to handle the close games, what do you need to do differently out in the field to keep everyone calm and doing the right things at the right moments?
Communication is a part of that as a leader. We've trained these scenarios over the summer as well, so I don't think progression is always linear. So we've made some mistakes on the weekend that we would like back, but I think moving forward we're able to learn from that, and we were able to learn from some stuff in the review today. So hopefully moving forward we'll see less of that and more of us playing our brand for longer.
So 2 things can happen when you have a trend like this. You learn the lesson and fix it straight away, or it gets into people's heads. What do you need to do to make sure it doesn't get into people's heads and they get nervous next time you have a close one? Keep training it is one thing, and be in those positions more often than not. We want to be in positions where we're in a position to win the game. So the competition is so even. More often than not, there's going to be games where it's going to be tight at the end, and we're going to train that as much as possible, and we have over the summer, and that'll get more comfortable for guys. But I think one thing is making sure that guys still want the ball in those moments, and are confident when they do have the ball, and the guys around them are supporting them with communication. Do you think guys still do want the ball?
Yeah, I mean it's one game from this season. I think hard to say. You'd have to ask the individuals themselves, but I'd like to hope so. Yeah.
2-0 to start the season. How much pressure is there on this weekend?
Haven't really thought about it too much just yet. Only just reviewed that game, but yeah, both teams are 0-2. It's a Western Derby. There's a bit more pressure on in terms of everyone in WA loves football, so they want their teams to win. We haven't gone into West Coast just yet, but we will over the next couple of days, and we'll get prepared and ready for them.
So the stakes will feel higher?
I guess I'm from WA. I grew up supporting West Coast actually. I shouldn't have told you that, but grew up watching derbies, idolising guys playing in the derbies, and as a West Australian, I think there's obviously more on the game, but we just want to get going and start playing our brand of footy for as long as we possibly can, and try and bring that for 4 quarters. We haven't really done that even in the pre-season and over our first 2 matches this season, so that's our challenge. We're not so worried about the pressure of the game itself. We've got bigger things to worry about.
Long time since you had a win, given you lost the last 4 of last season. It's actually 6 in a row. Does it feel like that?
No, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we've had a bit of a punch in the face. Like we had a really good pre-season, and felt like we were building some blocks in terms of where we want to go and where we want to get to. Obviously, we haven't got off to the start that we'd like, but I mean, we lost that game. If it went for a second longer and Jai takes that mark, the siren goes a second later, potentially we win it. So it's a good step forward in terms of where we were in round 1, but we've got a lot of steps to go. And I think the biggest thing for us, as I've said already, is trying to play our brand of footy for as long as we possibly can, and we haven't been able to do that just yet.
So a punch in the face, like it's real, isn't it? When there's expectation at the start of the year, it's going to be a great year, and then it's 0-2, it would be a shock. Like, can you give us a bit more insight into how you're feeling when you do have that punch in the face sort of scenario?
Regardless of expectation, you want to get off to a good start in seasons, and there's 21 games to go, so we're bigger picture, we're not getting too concerned about it. There's some things that we'd like to fix up, but there's 21 rounds to go, so looking big picture, plenty of football left to be played this season, and hopefully we can get a win this weekend to get us off to a better start.
It's a big change in your role this year, a lot more inside mid stuff. How have you found the change, and what are the learnings from it?
Yeah, I've played a lot of inside mid over my career, so with Hayden Young and Nathan Fyfe out of the team at the moment, it's opened up a little bit of an opportunity to play a little bit more inside mid. I still have played a lot of wing over the last 2 games as well, so enjoying playing that role, enjoying being in amongst the footy a little bit more, but I've still got a lot of improvement in my football as well, and certainly not ticking every box that I'd like to tick, so it's only 2 games, a small sample size, but yeah, I just want to win, and I don't really care if I play poorly and we win. I'd rather that than play well and not win, so hopefully we get that started this weekend.
What adjustments do you need to make as a midfield group at the moment with the clearances and the work in the middle?
Yeah, our stoppage stuff has not been going according to plan the first few weeks against Melbourne. We got a bit of a touch-up in periods of the game as well, so I'm not going to give too much away, but we'll go to work on that and try and fix that space.
You said you didn't get a great night's sleep last night. Besides that, has being a father, do you think had any impact on your form early in the year?
It's probably too early to say, to be honest. He's 2 months old today, so it's been 8 weeks. I've absolutely loved every minute of it. Even the sleepless nights, they get hard, and I can get a little bit grumpy, but yeah, I'm loving it. My wife Tori's doing an incredible job, and absolutely loving our little boy. Yeah.
With that, Jaeger, have you made any unique arrangements in the lead up to games, or are you just copping some tough nights?
Just copping some tough nights. I'll sleep in the spare room the night before a game to get a little bit of a chop out, which is much appreciated. But yeah, similar sort of preparation, I guess. I've got to look after the little fella when I can, so looks a little bit different with my preparation, but I've loved every minute of it, as I said.